Busana in Kayunga district looks like any town in Uganda. Soon, residents there will have a new neighbor, the Isimba Dam. John Nguzu can see the dam site from his house. He says it's already changing his home.
Twali tufuna ebyennyanja nga tuvuba nga bwe twagala naye kati tetukyavuba bulungi tebabakkiriza.
Frank Muramuzi is the executive director of the National Association of Professional Environmentalists. He says that dam reservoirs flood shores. That displaces people and blocks their access to water for fishing and consumption. It also affects biodiversity.
Government officials, they have said the fish in Lake Victoria will remain there, and that one along River Nile will remain there. And I think that's why now they are going to break the free movement of fish and any other biodiversity. And with Bujagari, they have abandoned all the birds and other biodiversity, and then they were submerged and they were killed, and some other animals, they were submerged in the water. Yeah.
Muramuzi says that dams affect spiritual environments as well. Juma Kalikwani is a kayaker from Atanda. He says he's afraid Isimba Dam will destroy water spirits along the Nile when the reservoir floods rapids.
We have our spirits here. It's my village. I grew up believing in the spirits here. You don't go to the river and jump in there naked. You don't go to a certain rock and stand like that. So that going away, it is like someone who believes in God and they tell him that God is not there. God is dead.
The World Bank also recognizes how dams can affect the environment. The bank's International Development Association had the government of Uganda sign an indemnity agreement in 2007. It made the bank's association a guarantor on loans to build the Bujagali Dam. The agreement committed the government to set aside the Kalagala Falls site exclusively to protect its natural habitat and environmental and spiritual values. The agreement also states to not develop power generation that could adversely affect the ability to maintain the Kalagala Falls. The social impact assessment for Isimba Dam shows that the reservoir recommended to generate 183 megawatts of power will flood some of the rapids in the Kalagala Falls offset area. Ugandan laws require environmental impact assessments, EIAs, for large projects like dams. The National Environment Management Authority, NEMA, must approve the assessments to authorize projects. Construction on Isimba Dam started in October 2013. NEMA's executive director, Tom Okarut, says the dam itself hasn't been approved.
We have given EIAs, first of all, for the transmission line, for the clearance of the site, for bringing in the sand and dumping and whatever, and preliminary work. First, that's what we've given license to. The main EIA is yet to be concluded.
The Minister of Energy, Irene Maloney, tells a different story.
That was carried out because any project in Uganda, any project that has to be carried out, hydro, whichever, all the ones in the petroleum or even mining, environmental impact assessment is mandatory. So it was definitely carried out. It's a technical document that can be got, but it was definitely done, no doubt about it. It's there, it's available.
Construction is ramping up. The assistant project manager from China International Water and Electric Corporation, the company building the dam, says that 600 people will be working day and night, 7 days a week, starting this month. It will take 40 months to build. These are some of the rapids that are meant to be protected by the World Bank and Government of Uganda as part of the Kalagala Falls offset area. The social impact assessment for Isimba Dam says that the reservoir will flood these natural rapids and turn them into flat water. Okarut says NEMA will host a final meeting with stakeholders this month to finalize the dam's reservoir size. 2 weeks ago, the World Bank's head of communications for Africa, Philip Jeremy Hay, wrote in an email to NTV that the World Bank is in constant touch with the Ugandan government on the importance of honoring the Kalagala Offset Agreement.
There may be the technical people who have been having meetings. I have not had meetings to that effect, but technically it's possible that discussions are going on, and I wouldn't be in a position to say I will comment because I have not had a one-on-one with the World Bank on that matter.
Over the last 3 weeks, NTV repeatedly requested an interview with the World Bank about Isimba Dam. No representative from the offices in Uganda or the United States agreed to an interview. The bank posted a statement online on February 26th. It says that it's currently evaluating the impacts of the proposed Isimba hydropower project in line with the 2007 indemnity agreement. The bank will enforce the indemnity agreement in order to achieve its objective of preserving biodiversity by protecting Kalagala Falls. Save Adventure Tourism Uganda's lead petitioner, Jeff Bidandi, says he has asked government officials for a copy of the EIA.
The social impact assessment is available online, but the economic and environment are not. We've written to the Minister of Energy, we've written to the contractor on site, but they say it's still coming up. So I have a feeling that these feasibility studies have not been done. If they have been done, they've been done in favor of government. Because if it was really, this is public concern, it's everybody's right to have. They could have availed us with a copy.
Bidandi says his group of 15,000 petitioners is determined to preserve the Kalagala Falls offset area. He plans to file a lawsuit against the project at the East African Court of Justice. For now, construction continues on Isimba Dam. Julia Burpee, NTV, Jinja.